RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Alton Toyota. Toyota makes the car. Munganast makes the difference. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. The Medicine Shop in Wood River, caring beyond prescriptions. Lisa Funk, the Riverbend's top producing broker year after year. And by Chuck West Agency, helping business owners for 46 years.
Sports, food, and good times. All this and more are waiting for you at Alton Sports Tap. Gather the crew for a night out, or better yet, bring in the whole family and enjoy the best burger or wings in town. We offer daily specials, an affordable menu, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Visit our new Caribbean-themed edition. We also have banquet and meeting rooms for your special occasion. Alton Sports Tap, serving up sports, food, and good times daily at the intersection of Route 140 and Homer Adams Parkway in Alton.
It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Welcome back to Alton High. Redbirds and Collinsville Jayhawks getting ready to do battle. Just a couple of minutes away now from starting our Friday night doubleheader here on Z1570. And, of course, also at AltonDailyNews.com. And also we welcome the folks that are maybe checking us out on RiverBender.com with some video to go along with our audio tonight. So some pictures on your computer. You'll be able to see the Redbirds and the Jayhawks too, Jeff. This is big time.
This is good. I feel like John Madden tonight.
Redbirds again, 4-4. Collinsville at 1-7. Tip is won by the Alton Redbirds, who grabbed the basketball and over and back right away as it was loose for a while. And once Brandon Elliott got a hold of it, he was dribbling on both sides of the line, and now the officials are going to meet at the scorer's table with 4 seconds off the clock. We're going to have a delay right off the bat here. Jeff?
He pretty much didn't know which way he was going. I think he forgot which way he started warming up, because he definitely looked confused there, but
I think you're right.
No harm, no foul there.
It's always tough on the tip, though. And just one tip off, and the officials meet at the scorer's table, and now they talk it over and decide that it's Collinsville ball, and they decide, well, I guess they got to decide on the possession arrow too here. With 7:56 to go, first quarter, we are just underway. Robbie Fernandez throws it into Austin Ash. Ash brings it up the floor. He's guarded by Ryan Matthews. The Redbirds, as always, in a man-to-man defense. all over the floor in this half-court offense. And Ash in the backcourt gets it stolen away. Riddlespringer almost got the layup, but he was fouled as Ash lost the ball, and Riddlespringer fouled on his way to the goal.
Again, you're looking at some just quickness there as he just picked up that bad pass and took it down there and just failed to lay up the layup. Let's see how he's doing on the free throw, see if they can turn the table on that.
Yeah, free throws right away tonight, and it's short for Kevin Riddlespringer to start the night, so 0 for 1 to start the night. He'll have another one. Coach Lane Bennett and the Alton Redbirds hosting Collinsville tonight. Both shots missed from the free throw line. McDougler runs it down, though, and he'll keep it for the Redbirds to Ryan Matthews. Back to Riddlespringer, still scoreless, as the Redbirds miss 2 free throws. Bradley with a turnaround, no good. Matthews with a follow, he missed it. Rebound K-Hawks, and they're headed the other way. All the way down underneath the basket it goes. Brady Hales had it, now a jump ball called. Possession arrow's going to go to the K-Hawks.
Kind of sloppy play right now with the basketball. Neither team's doing a real good job of taking care of it, and right.
It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Matthews has it off the inbounds. Back to the top of the key, Elliott. Matthews again, driving, layup, good. Ryan Matthews all the way to the glass.
Nice baseline drive to the left side.
Matthews makes it 2-0 Redbirds. Collinsville basketball now, and Eric Shanahan with it. Gives it off to Ash. Back to Shanahan. Now Fernandez at the free throw line. Into the left corner, Shanahan to Ash. Ash back to Quentin Collins, a 5'10 senior. Collins, the point guard, this time down the floor. Knocked away for a moment. Redbirds almost had the steal. Ash open in the corner, 3, in and out, rebound Bradley.
Kind of a one and done when they put the ball up towards the basket.
Riddlespringer all the way down, carrying the ball though. He had it on his hip there, and it's a turnover. It goes right back to the purple and white.
Man, turnovers. They're both just giving it back to each other. So let's see what happens if someone can just settle down and slow the game up.
Collinsville probably trying to keep some long possessions here, but they don't. They turn it over on the sideline as Riddlespringer with some good man-to-man.
I got it. You take it, Brent.
There you go.
It's just giving it back to each other.
Back and forth we go in a 2-0 ball game. Alton with the lead. Redbirds have it on offense. Elliott to Riddlespringer. He'll back it up. Man-to-man for the K-Hawks here on defense. Bradley at the high post. Gives to Riddlespringer, and then a moving screen as Bradley had a good screen to start with, but then he was moving on the free throw line.
I just can't figure out what they're trying to do with their offense when they're just not trying to penetrate or dump the ball in, but they're doing so much with the ball on the floor that they're causing their own problems.
5:20 to go. First quarter, we're just underway. 2-0, Alton leading Collinsville here. Collins threw it away on the wing as he was looking for Shanahan, and that went to the Alton bench.
Guess what, Brent? The same story. Turnovers.
Another turnover. And here's our first sub. The Redbirds bring Mikkel Lumpkins. Mikkel Lumpkins into the game. A 5'8 junior comes in for Bradley. So now you take Bradley off the floor and really 4 guards for the Redbirds.
Going small and fast may be a good one for them. Hopefully one of these guys probably can step up and shoot one or get to the basket and get another layup.
Lumpkins gives it to Riddlespringer. Nice bounce there to Elliott. Elliott driving, lost it on his way, but McDougler with the layup. He was fouled, missed the shot, but fouled by the K-Hawks there, and it's going to be second team foul on Collinsville. Redbirds with 1 team foul. McDougler now at the free throw line.
He was in the right place, right time to pick up that rebound and should have had an easy 2. But guess what? He got a free throw, so he may drop them both and earn his buckets.
Redbirds take a 3-0 lead on the free throw. Brady Hales with his first foul, by the way. Free throw, good, perfect, 2 for 2, and Bradley's going to come in for McDougler. So McDouglar with 2 free throws and Bradley in for him now. 4-0 Alton.
That was a nice free throw stroke there. He was really pure.
Collinsville has it. Redbirds put the token press on. Some pressure in the backcourt. Collins brings it up the floor. Quentin Collins over the timeline. Riddle Sprigger on him, man-to-man. To the right wing it goes to Ash, number 33. Ash guarded by Lumpkins. Now Fernandez just outside the lane, right side, hounded by Ryan Matthews. Tough assignment this time for Matthews against Fernandez. Here's Collins inside. Good finger roll, and he made it all the way to the rim.
Collinsville's going to need something like that if they're going to hold down Ash and Fernandez and just let the other players hopefully step up and contribute in this game.
4-2 Alton as the K-Hawks get on the board. For Coach Chris Kushnerik. And there, backdoor alley-oop goes to Bradley from Elliott. Bradley for 2.
Nice display of athleticism there. They caught him in the back door. No one saw him creeping around the baseline. Easy 2.
Collins brings it up the floor. The point guard for the purple and white. K-Hawks ball. 6-2 Redbirds now. And Ash has the basketball, top of the key. Hands it off to Shanahan. Dump down, nice feed to Fernandez. Missed it off the glass. Rebound Matthews. He's running for the Redbirds the other way. Ryan to the baseline. Matthews will back it up now, and they'll reset it with a 4-point lead and 3:30 to go. First quarter. Here's Lumpkins with the basketball. Elliott now to Riddle Sprigger. As they work it around, it's Lumpkins again with it. Matthews posting up, but they'll keep it at the 3-point line. Back to Brandon Elliott. Now to the center circle it goes. 3:13 to go, first quarter. Riddle Sprigger open off of a pick. It's Lumpkins. Lumpkins leans in, missed it off the glass. Rebound is loose. Redbirds on the floor for it there. It's a jump ball called, I believe. And Alton will have the arrow as they bring DeMarco Hodges into the game. And also McDouglar back in. Redbirds ball.
Coaches love to see when their players get on the floor for the ball like that. So you got to give Collinsville credit that they got down there and everybody turned into dust mops trying to go after this ball. So good hustle, both teams.
Redbirds bringing in a couple of substitutions, and Ryan Matthews has it in the front court here with the Redbirds up 6-2. Lumpkins and Matthews play catch. DeMarco Hodges on the right wing. He has it now. Gives to Bradley. Free throw line. Left it short. The shot missed. Rebound K-Hawks. Collinsville into the front court. Quick feed there to the left corner. It goes to Eric Shanahan. Back to Ash. Ash moving without the ball now. They get it into Fernandez. Double team, but he traveled as he wasn't sure that second defender was going to come there, and he did and made him walk with it.
I think frustration's starting to settle in on him because he just hasn't had a chance to get off, and neither one of the big guns for the K-Hawks right now, they're just shut down, so you can see their point output right now is really not much.
Not even any good looks for either one, let alone the shots. 2:30 to go, first quarter, and here come the Redbirds to the front court again, leading 6-2. Low-scoring first quarter, to say the least. Inside, Riddle Sprigger, left hand, no, as he jump-stepped into the lane, but missed it off the glass. Rebound Ash the other way. And he'll back it up for Collinsville with 2:10 to go in the first. Here's Fernandez with a nice drive. Left hand, no. Ash with the rebound, though. It's an offensive board for the K-Hawks. Under 2 minutes to go in the first period. Here's Shanahan with a skip pass to Collins. Collins to the baseline and tripped up. Redbirds going to have a foul here on McDouglar, it looks like, who's laying in the lane.
Looks like he bailed out the player there as he drove right into the traffic and really had nothing going on there. Should have either pushed the ball back around to the top and looked for another shot to set up. K-Hawks just need to be a little bit more patient out there, but I believe the Redbirds' defense is starting to frustrate them because they're not being able to see the two big guys.
K-Hawks moving the ball well on offense and even had an offensive board there and set it back up, but still they only have 2 points on the board. Here's Fernandez to Collins. Collins to Ash, guarded by Lumpkins now. Here's Shanahan with the ball. Shanahan looking, and the skip pass to Ash. He's open for three. Missed it, in and out. Rebound Fernandez pushing off, pushing Bradley, and he's going to pick up a foul.
I think everybody in the gym saw him do that as he had both hands right on his hips. Gave him a little tug forward so he can pick up an easy rebound, and refs will call that every time.
Redbirds with it, leading 6-2, and Alton on the floor with Riddle Springer and Lumpkins, Matthews, Bradley, and McDouglar on the floor. Matthews to Riddle Springer. Now Lumpkins with it, holds it high at the top of the key. 1:23 to go, opening quarter here. 6-2 ball game as McDouglar gives back to Riddle Springer, gets a step, now to Matthews. Matthews stops and pops, in and out, missed a short shot in the lane, rebound Collinsville.
One and done on both ends. They just not getting many offensive boards, just a few on each side, so both teams have to do a better job of putting the ball in the hole.
Collinsville almost threw it away at the three-point line. We're under a minute to go, first quarter now, and here's Fernandez out to Collins. We've had 5 fouls in the opening quarter, 3 on the K-Hawks. And we have a score of 6-2 Redbirds. Here's Ash again. Austin Ash into the lane, and a foul's going to be called on his way there. A step inside the free throw line. He missed the shot, but the foul may have been on the floor anyway. It's the third team foul on Alton. It's McDouglar's second foul.
I like the thought process for Ash. At least he drove it to the basket, tried to get the jump shots to stop it so they can go to the basket, try to put something off the glass, and hopefully get 2.
Collinsville with 2 points in the quarter. McDouglar again with 2 fouls, so he sits down. Redbirds with some more defense now. Fernandez gives the ball off to Cade Osborne, who's in the game, number 34 for Collinsville. Here's Fernandez, another double team on him. Gives it up to Ash. Now we're down to 17 seconds to go, and the K-Hawks will wait for the last shot. Whether they wanted to or not, because the Redbirds playing some good man-to-man.
Really putting the defense on them and taking the big guys away.
4 seconds left. Down to Fernandez off of his hands and out of bounds. 1.8 seconds to go. And the Redbirds need to go the length of the floor here.
Pretty clear the message was coming out of the locker room for Alton. Stop 54 and hold 33 down, and we should have a ball game.
Matthews into Lumpkins from half court. He does not put it up in time. So the buzzer goes off, the end of the first quarter, and our score, the Redbirds 6, the K-Hawks 2. 8 points in 8 minutes. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Toyota has more cars with an EPA highway estimate over 30 miles per gallon than any other car company on the road today. Camry, Matrix, Corolla, Yaris, Solara, and Prius. So no matter how high gas prices get, you can keep moving forward.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agency certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
Now we go to the second quarter. We're live at Alton High School with boys basketball tonight. Southwestern Conference action. The K-Hawks start with a basketball. Down to Fernandez, knocked out of bounds by Matthews. So we've played one quarter, Jeff, 6-2. What do you see?
I see a lot of turnovers. If we were keeping score through turnovers, we could be in double digits for both teams. They just need to take care of the ball, and that's what's really causing the problem. They're just back and forth off turnovers.
Collins gives the ball to Fernandez, guarded by Bradley, and then a double team again. Lumpkins knocked it out of bounds, and K-Hawks will throw it in again.
The big guy's trying to dribble the ball. He wants to do something and make it happen, and right now, Fernandez and Ash both have to be very frustrated right now.
2 points for Collinsville, and those 2 points coming from Collins in that first quarter. He had the only bucket on a drive to the basket. Shanahan to Fernandez. There's a reach in, and Riddlespringer didn't need to do that. That was out near the top of the key, and he was reaching in after he grabbed the pass.
There's very few steals when you're reaching. They will blow the whistle 9 out of 10 times.
First foul on him. Redbirds with 4 team fouls. Redbirds with Elliott, Bradley, Riddlespringer, Matthews, and Lumpkins on the floor for Coach Lane Bennett. And Collinsville basketball down to our right with 7:20 to go, first half. Baseline Fernandez, nice move, and Bradley wasn't there in time, and Bradley, the sophomore, will pick up his second foul.
Well, they're starting to pile up the fouls here. Maybe we'll be in the bonus and can see if Collinsville will be able to shoot free throws.
Well, 5 team fouls, 2 each for McDouglar and Bradley. So not the guards, but the big boys have the 2 fouls each. Here's Collins with it. Gives it off to Ash. Nice first step, left wing jumper, missed it. Rebound, Fernandez, strong rebound, up and in. 2 points for him.
You start getting control of the offensive boards like that with the big guys out for Alton, and he could go off.
Inside, shot is missed, an air ball there, and then the Redbirds turn it over. K-Hawks ball. Here's Ash up the floor. Ash gets it stolen away. It's loose. Collinsville knocked it out of bounds. It's Redbirds ball again.
That's on Ash. It's entirely too much dribbling on that one. He should have given the ball up to a teammate, and they run the floor. They probably have an easy layup.
Lawrence Gordon in for the Redbirds, 6'3" senior, number 44. So Gordon in there at the high post. Elliott on the left, Matthews on the right. Lumpkins has it now, number 23. Gives the ball to Gordon, back to Lumpkins. Now Riddlespringer deep in the right corner. Lumpkins has it, driving inside, knocked away, and it's still going to be Redbirds ball under their basket. 6:27 to go in the half. 6-4 our score.
Collinsville's in a zone now, and I believe that might disrupt Alton a little bit because they'll have to shoot jumpers if they can't get inside with the big guys.
Change things to the zone offense, and we'll see if that happens. Ryan Matthews will dribble it out. Collinsville with some low scoring totals this year. They've been in the 40s for the most part all year long. Here's Elliott. Out to Riddlespringer. Gives to Matthews. Driving inside. He hits the short jumper. Ryan Matthews with another bucket.
Nice inside lane play there. He took it strong to the hole, and that's going to be the way to take the lid off the rim is go to the basket.
There's a steal and a 2-on-1. Lumpkins lays it in. Lumpkins faked the pass and laid it in for the Redbirds. It's 10-4.
Turnover for Collinsville. Easy layup for Alton.
Purple basketball again as Shanahan dumps it to Collins. Collins 3-on-3 on that break there, and they threw it away again. Redbirds with a steal again. Here's Riddlespringer. Tried to bounce it through traffic, and the K-Hawks stole it, and the Redbirds with a backcourt foul.
Yeah, Riddle made a pass, kind of that's a cardinal sin to pass the ball in the same lane you're running in. He should have went left or right, and he did not try to go over top. So a bounce pass right in front of you like that is right through traffic. So not a good pass. He should know that by going to go left or right and get that guy an easy layup.
6 team fouls as Lumpkins picks up his first. 10-4 Redbirds have the lead, and K-Hawks with the ball at the top of the key. Ash tried to get it inside, knocked away. Another steal. Here comes Riddlespringer. Finger roll, good. A scoop for number 14. Timeout K-Hawks as the Redbirds go on a run. It's 12-4, and the K-Hawks would like a 30-second timeout as the Redbirds starting to run and starting to get some easy baskets.
Yeah, Riddlespringer's starting to show his speed now. That's a couple of easy layups that he has in transition. He's just picking up a steal and going coast to coast. And Collinsville, they're basically flat-footed out there right now like they're giving up. It's too early of a ball game for that.
And Coach Chris Kusnerick calls a timeout, 30-second timeout. Coach Lane Bennett talking some things over too, maybe some defensive moves. Keep those steals coming and those easy baskets coming. And finally, 3 baskets here in the second quarter for the Redbirds, who led 6-2 after one quarter. It's 12-4 now.
Alton starting to just display the speed, and I heard speed kills, and it looks like that right now.
Yeah, those guards can fly for the Redbirds. Riddlespringer, maybe the fastest of them all. Lumpkins and Elliott And Matthews, 2. 5 minutes to go till halftime. And the K-Hawks have the basketball. Underneath it goes. Fernandez, reverse layup. No, but Gordon fouled him. Fernandez may have been stuck under the basket, too far under the basket, and the Redbirds with a foul.
Yeah, he definitely got himself in the wrong place, but he did the right thing. While you're in the paint and you're that size, go ahead and go up. See if you can make something happen and put yourself on the free throw line.
Fernandez, free throw, rolls off the rim, no good.
I believe that's their first free throw tonight.
Yes, it is. 1 field goal in the first quarter, 1 field goal in the second quarter. This free throw's good. Fernandez now leads the team with 3 points. 12-5 our score. Here's Elliott, gets it stripped away by Ash. Good defense, and Fernandez out of there with it. Looking for a guard, gives it to Collins. 4:40 to go till halftime.
That's good patience there. He didn't try to do too much. Just get the ball in the right hands and post himself down low.
Fernandez with it, guarded by Gordon. Free throw line, gives to Shanahan. Now to the corner it goes. Brady Hales, number 30. Back out to Quentin Collins, 5'10", senior. Gives it the high post and a steal there. Double team, here comes Lumpkins the other way. Fouled by Collins as Lumpkins was setting up for the layup.
Very good defense right there. As once again, when you bring the ball in the paint on a team that's fast and short like that with those guards up front, they're looking for the ball to come below the waist, and they're going to just take it and go with it.
And to the free throw line now, Mikael Lumpkins. After the foul on Collins, his first and the team's 4th foul. Free throw, Lumpkins. He missed it off the back iron, no good. Redbirds now 2 for 5 from the line. Here's another. It's in the air and back iron. This one drops through, though, for Lumpkins.
Right around that 50% mark. They have to improve the free throws.
3 for 6. 13-5. The Redbirds have the lead. 4 minutes to go, and we have a foul away from the ball. They tried to enter that pass into the post, and Fernandez was being held there, held by Gordon, who picks up another foul.
With the type of lead that they have and the way they're able to take over the ball in turnovers, they're taking the ball from Collinsville. He could pretty much let something like that go and save his foul so he could stay in the game a lot longer.
Fernandez misses the front end of the 1-and-1. So it's going to go back to the Redbirds on that miss. Fernandez missed it. Now Shanahan with a steal, and we're going to have a Redbird foul as the Redbirds turned it over. And they've been a little bit better on the turnovers the last 4 or 5 minutes, but Matthews with a foul here.
It's been a while, and they've been doing much better with controlling the ball, and that's where you saw the spread happen in the score. And just kind of got a little lazy there with the pass and control.
Shanahan now at the line. Free throw good. Number 24, Eric Shanahan, 6'2", senior. And he puts it up and in for the K-Hawks. And another one coming, 13-6. He could make it 13-7. And he does. He hits them both.
Well, you could see right now, if they're going to be a better free throw shooting team, they'll find themselves still in this game.
Here's Elliott with it. Out to Riddlespringer. Into the lane. Tried to dump it into traffic, and it deflected right back to him, and he laid it in. So he got lucky with a bucket there.
Yeah, nice little pinball action there. The ball came right back to him.
And we have a foul in the backcourt as Riddlespringer was trying to get around it, and they call a moving screen on Fernandez. I'm not so sure about that, and neither is the Collinsville coach, but we'll take it.
Looks like a good pick to me, but yeah, exactly. You'll take it if they give you one.
2 fouls on Fernandez now. This one in the backcourt as they were trying to free up a guard to move into the front court, but it's Redbirds ball. 15-7. Alton with the lead and the ball. Here's Elliott. Brandon out to Ryan Matthews. Matthews driving in, fouled on his way down the side of the lane, and Collinsville will pick up their 6th team foul.
I just give Alton a lot of credit right now. It seems like their last 6-8 points have all come from layups or going to the basket. And now with Fernandez in foul trouble, just take it to the basket. He can't do anything if he doesn't want to pick up number 3.
Matthews with a free throw, and he has 5 points now, and another free throw coming. 3 for Lumpkins, 4 points for Riddlespringer. Matthews leading the way now with 5, make it 6. He hits both free throws, 2 for 2.
That's what you're looking for, some good free throw play, down the stretch especially.
17-7, the Redbirds with a double-digit lead. A 3-ball the other way, and it's good. It rattles in for Shanahan.
That's a away home, that's not even a home court bounce, man.
The rims were nice to Shanahan there, and this 3 for Elliott is missed at the top of the key. Collinsville ball. 17-10 our score. Redbirds will make a change. Next stop is they'll bring in another guard. It looks like Anthony Croft, number 4, will check in a moment. Right now, Collinsville ball, 2:50 to go here in this opening half. We're headed toward halftime. 6-2 after 1 quarter was our score. Right now it's 17-10 Redbirds. Collinsville slowing the game down a little bit here. Here's Ash underneath, finds a man wide open, and Brady Hales lays it in.
You took the words right out of my mouth. They slowed the game down on the offensive side until they got a good look, and look at there, it's a 5-point game again.
17-12. It was 17-7 just a moment ago. Here's Elliott inside. He missed it. May have been bumped. He may have thought he was fouled, but K-Hawks the other way.
Yeah, now the K-Hawks going to, again, come down here, and they're going to just move the ball, pass it 5-6 times, and then look for somebody on the backdoor pass.
Collinsville ball as Collins has the basketball. Quentin Collins down to Fernandez, and Gordon reaching around from behind, so that'll be 3 fouls on Gordon now.
Well, they just kind of went away from their defensive scheme as well as their offensive scheme. Now they're letting Collinsville kind of take the tempo back, and they're going to creep right back in this game. We're going to have a tight ball game at half.
17-12. Fernandez at the free throw line. The free throw is good. Robbie Fernandez, the 6'3 junior, will shoot another one here. He's 2 out of 4 now from the free throw line.
And the team's only missed 1 free throw.
Here's another one. Could make it a 3-point game. He missed that one. Rebound Matthews for the Alton Redbirds. So 17-13 in favor of Alton High. The Redbirds with the lead and the ball, and now they throw it away. To the sideline it goes, and Collinsville basketball. Well, at halftime, we are going to be joined by Lady Redbirds head coach William Gordon. He beat Collinsville last night. 19-16 was the final score.
Wow. Are we missing a 0 or something off that scoreboard or what?
19-16, so he's going to tell us how he beat the K-Hawks and moved to 7-3 on the year. Coming up at halftime. Inside, there's Brady Hales again. Hales with 2 more.
Kind of beating them on that baseline right now, catching them with the backdoor pass as they seem to just be falling asleep on their defense right now.
1:15 to go till halftime. 17-15. The Redbirds now by just 2 points. Riddlespringer inside, and it's an offensive foul. A finger roll, it went in. 2 K-Hawks were there, and it's a offensive charge.
Pretty clear right now that the tide has changed a little bit, but Alton's trying to drive on a zone defense, and you're really going to get yourselves in offensive charges like that when you try to drive through a zone.
Well, back to the purple again. They have the orange. It's Collins to Ash. 1:05 to go till halftime. Now Shanahan gives to the right side, and Collins back to the top of the key. Brady Hales guarded by Matthews. Now to Shanahan again. We're at 52 seconds left, second quarter. Here's Ash to Fernandez inside and blocked away, but a foul called. May have been a clean block up top, but Croft got him with the body, number 4.
Wow, I'm just kind of surprised how Collinsville seemed to slow this game down and bring it right back into their type of style of play. Free
throw good for Fernandez. That's a 9-0 run now. It was 17-7. Fernandez will shoot another one.
Just creep right up on Alton, and now I don't think they know how to weather the storm.
This one in and out. He missed it. So 3 out of 7 for Fernandez. He's missed 4. He's made 3 free throws. Right side, 3 ball, good! Brandon Elliott left wide open, and Elliott hits a tray.
Well, that's something I haven't seen all night, so if he's got that in his arsenal, it's time to step that up every once in a while just to loosen that defense up.
3 ball, the first for the Redbirds. Collinsville has a 3. It's 20-16 now. The Redbirds by 4 points. Stopping that 9-0 run. 4-point game. Now we're at 11 seconds left. K-Hawks basketball. Collinsville with it. Driving in and a whistle. Looks like a Redbirds foul with 6.4 seconds left.
A little hand check at the top of the key there, and the ref called him for it. I like for them to let them play when you get down to the nitty-gritty of the clock to see if these guys can will and fight it out on their own.
So Ash, who does not have a point in the first half, now does from the free throw line, and he'll shoot another one. Shanahan has 5, also 5 for Fernandez, and now Ash on the score sheet with a point. 20-17, Redbirds by 3. Ash hits them both, and he makes it a 2-point game. 5 seconds left as the Redbirds move up the floor. Gordon inside, missed it, follow, no good. And that's the end of the first half. The Redbirds had a chance there before the buzzer, but at halftime, they'll take a 2-point lead into the locker room. It's the Alton Redbirds 20, the Collinsville K-Hawks 18. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When making the biggest investment of your life, you should expect the experience, professionalism, and commitment of a full-time realtor. Lisa Funk will provide you with results you can count on. Satisfaction guaranteed. Only agent in town that offers a free moving van when you buy or sell. Her experience is not expensive, it's priceless. So look for Lisa for all your real estate needs at 910 Funk or www.lisafunk.com. RiverBender's top producing broker year after year.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Alton Toyota. Toyota makes the car. Munganast makes the difference. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. The Medicine Shop in Wood River, caring beyond prescriptions. Lisa Funk, the Riverbend's top producing broker year after year. And by Chuck West Agency, helping business owners for 46 years.
Jeff Macklin and Brent Birkland back with you here, and the second quarter there, a little touch and go. The Redbirds had a 17-7 lead. Then it was a 9-0 run for the K-Hawks, and that run was stopped by a Brandon Elliott 3-ball. And as we start the second half, 20-18, the Redbirds by 2 points, and they have the basketball.
Hopefully back to the basics of what they did when they started this game out, control the ball and turn up the tempo and get in transition basketball for Alton.
Basketball belongs to Alton High, and it's Riddlespringer down to Bradley. Bradley tried to feed it across the lane, stolen away, intercepted by Ash. K-Hawks ball now.
Looks like they're going to pick it up where they left off from. They're going to come down and, just put them to sleep with some nice ball movement and then hit them with some inside play.
Patience on the offense for the purple and white as Collins has it. Quentin Collins gives it up to Eric Shanahan at the top of the key. Guarded by Brandon Elliott. Now it's Collins again at the top. Into the lane. Collins, a finger roll. No good. Elliott with the rebound. Brandon Elliott will slow it up for the Redbirds.
Good job on the boards. One and done. He didn't let him get an offensive board there.
McDougler with the basketball. He had 2 fouls in the first half. Bradley swings it to Elliott. Back to the top. McDougler has it. Driving in. Left hand. No, but an offensive foul. He charged into Fernandez.
Yeah, he was clearly out of control. Kind of got a little greedy there. He probably should have looked for either a way to keep the ball on the floor and slash back into the inside or just give up the pass.
6:40 to go. Third quarter now, and we're at 20-18. It's still a 2-point lead for the Alton Redbirds here. And Alton back on defense. Not anymore. It's a turnover, and we're headed back the other way. It's Alton ball. Bounce pass to Elliott. Good. Riddlespringer to Elliott for 2.
That's the formula right there. Get in transition, move the ball, and let your speed take over this game once again.
And there's a bounce pass to the wing by Riddlespringer, what you were talking about earlier. There's a 3-ball for the K-Hawks. No, he's on the line, but it's good. Ash with a long 2.
Looks like the big 2 for Collinsville might be heating this game up.
22-20 now. 2-point game. The Redbirds with the lead and the ball. And here's McDougler at the top. Gives to Matthews. Now Bradley to Riddlespringer. Back to McDougler. He'll try a 3. It's off the back iron and out of bounds. Collinsville basketball. 5:42 remaining in the third, and the K-Hawks can tie it with a bucket.
Yeah, they're going to the outside with too many jumpers now for Alton, and they really need to continue to just take the ball to the basket. That's their success right there.
Here's Ash with the basketball to Shanahan. They swing it to the top, and Collins now to Ash on the right side. Back out near the timeline, Shanahan guarded by Matthews. Left side, now between the circles again, it's Collins. K-Hawks trailing by 2, and underneath, Fernandez missed it on a little lob pass underneath. Back the other way, Matthews fouled to the floor by Brady Hales.
It just seems like something good's going to happen for Alton every time they can get the ball in transition, where they can turn it up and just go with this basketball. They're going to get ahead of the K-Hawks, and they're going to get a shot at that basket with a layup.
5:07 to go with Alton at the free throw line. Ryan Matthews 2 for 2 tonight, 6 points overall. And the lead is 2 for Alton. Free throw good. Matthews now 3 for 3.
Looks like the wrong guy to foul if you're going to foul someone on Alton.
The lefty will shoot again. Number 15, Ryan Matthews, hits another one. 8 points. And he gives the Redbirds a 24-20 lead here in the third quarter. K-Hawks basketball, Shanahan to Quentin Collins again. Redbirds now 7 out of 10 from the free throw line. That's more like it.
Yeah.
7 out of 10. Here's Ash, baseline, fired it off balance, missed it, but Fernandez with the rebound. Left hand, it rolls off the rim. Now Riddlespringer has it. He's headed the other way. 3-on-2. He'll scoop it and score himself. He kept it.
They had a perfect three-man weave look right there going down there. He had options both left and right, and they had to respect that, and he just took it right to the middle and laid it in.
Riddlespringer now with 6 points, 3 buckets. The lead is up to 6. Turnaround, Fernandez, no, may have been partially blocked by Bradley there. Here comes Riddlespringer to Elliott, good, but we have a foul. No, traveling called on Riddlespringer on the break.
That's when you go and hug the ref and say thanks for the travel call, because he could have easily picked up a charge foul there.
It would have been his 3rd foul. But instead, it's a turnover, and Coach Lane Bennett didn't like it. Redbirds lead at 26-20 here.
I like their tempo right now. They seem to be back in the flow of running the ball and moving it fast.
4:04 to go, 3rd quarter. Redbirds on defense. 3-ball for Ash. No good. Fernandez knocked it out. No, they say Riddlespringer did. It's still K-Hawks ball under their basket.
And Ash is getting real close to just catching fire. And if they can just disrupt him enough to keep him where he is, those jumpers are going to cause them to just separate. And Alton should get another 10-point lead shortly.
3:54 to go, 3rd quarter. Redbirds' largest lead was 17-7 back in the 2nd quarter. 10-point advantage. Right now it's a 6-point lead. Here's Quentin Collins back to Eric Shanahan. Shanahan gives it to Ash. Number 33 guarded by Matthews. Now they hand the ball off and reset it again. Austin Ash to the free throw line. Jump pass to Shanahan. Fires. Missed the 3. Ash with the rebound, but it's knocked away. Elliott on the move. Gives it up to McDouglar. Layup. No good, but fouled as he kissed it high off the glass.
I would think the coach is pretty pleased right now with the way Alton's running the floor right now. When they get the ball, they just take it and go. And they're making some good decisions right at the free throw line. Either pass it or take it to the basket.
Collins with his 2nd foul for the K-Hawks. 2nd team foul of this 3rd quarter, too. And McDouglar at the free throw line. It's up and in. He's 3 for 3.
Man, I wonder what they've been working on in practice.
8 out of 11. Are you kidding me? Matthews to the bench here as Lumpkins comes back in for the Redbirds. McDouglar again, and it's good again. 28-20, Alton.
That's a solid game right now because they're doing it at the free throw line, and they're doing a very good job of going to the basket. I would just kind of slow down on the jump shots right now. They'll just shoot them right back into the game.
9 out of 12 now from the free throw line. Inside, Fernandez, good. Scoop reverse layup is good.
Nice athletic move baseline. That was really good.
7 points for Fernandez. The lead is back to 6, 28-22 in favor of Alton. 3rd quarter winding down. Backdoor cut. Nice bounce. McDouglar bounces it to Lumpkins for 2.
Man, they must have saw something at halftime and just told the guys to make sure they really exploit them as they cut to the basket a lot more, and they're doing it effectively.
30-22. The Redbirds by 8 again. Matthews will check in again in a moment. Collinsville ball right now, though. Man-to-man defense for the Redbirds. Here's Ash down to Fernandez, knocked away, but Elliott with some help defense will pick up the foul.
Kind of a cheap one there, but that was good defense, and that's something that he'll remember later, Fernandez. He'll think someone's coming around that back, and that can disrupt him even more tonight.
First foul on Elliott. And with 2:19 to go in the 3rd period, they'll throw it in. K-Hawks ball to Shanahan, top of the key. Shanahan looking for Ash and Fernandez on the baseline. They give it to Robbie Fernandez. Back to Shanahan. Shanahan guarded by McDouglar. They dump it to Fernandez, almost out of bounds, and then the Redbirds get a hand on the pass. Lumpkins tipped it out.
Seems like it's hard for Fernandez to get a good post position down there, and he seems to be playing away from the basket a lot more and not getting in a strong post position.
Out high, the basketball goes to Eric Shanahan. It's a Friday night doubleheader here on the Big Z. Also, we're Happy to have RiverBender.com along for the ride tonight with cameraman John Hendrick and Dan Gonzalez up here with us too. And the perch. And a foul is called on Bradley. A little touch foul there on Bradley as Shanahan was on his way to the basket.
He got his hands involved a little bit too much on that one and really just cut off the baseline, and his defense was fine.
So now we have 3 fouls on McDouglar, Bradley, and Gordon for the Redbirds.
Well, they have other guys on that bench, man. He's really shuffling kids in and out of this game, and I think it's helping keep Alton fresh.
Matthews tips a pass out of bounds. Good D there, and with 1:37 to go in the third quarter, we still have an 8-point lead for the home team. The Redbirds on top as we head toward the top of the hour. 9 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Friday night basketball here on the Big Z, live from AHS. Alton High with an 8-point lead on Collinsville. 30-22. K-Hawks ball here with 1:20 to go. Purple basketball as Ash gives to Fernandez, and Matthews with a reach-in foul. That's his second foul.
Man, they're gonna give up little touch fouls like that and get themselves in the penalty late in this game when it's probably going to cost them, because Collinsville's doing a very good job of shooting free throws.
8 different Redbirds have at least 1 foul. They have 4 team fouls now in the second half, Alton. Here's Hales to Fernandez. 1:05 to go in the third. And they're going to hold the ball out high for a moment. Now under a minute to go in the third. Fernandez. Little fadeaway as an air ball as he fired it up and really had no purpose there at all.
Yeah, bad decision, bad decision.
Riddlespringer misses on the drive. He thought he was fouled. Back the other way, Collinsville again. 40 seconds to go in the quarter, and McDouglar has a foul as Ash was headed to the baseline.
Man, I hope that doesn't come back to bite them, but they're really starting to rack up the fouls, and they're really unnecessary fouls that they don't need to make with the way they're controlling this quarter.
4 fouls on McDouglar now. He'll take a seat as Croft will check in for him. Number 4, Anthony Croft. And Collinsville throwing it in to Quentin Collins. Still an 8-point lead for the Redbirds here. 30-22. Our halftime score was a 2-point game, 20-18. K-Hawks with just 4 points in this third quarter. Here's a 3 for Ash, and it's off the rim, and he missed it with 17.8 seconds out of bounds.
Just disrupt him enough so he can't get a good look at that basket without that defense on him. And it seems to be making him lean back a little more out of his jump shot. And he's not straight up. His fundamentals on his jump shot is really starting to fall back, and I think that's costing him on a flat shot.
Well, the Redbirds have a chance to make it a 10-point game going to the fourth quarter now as they have the ball, waiting for the last shot, it appears here. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. Elliott, Riddlespringer, Matthews, Bradley, and Lumpkins. Matthews to the glass, and a foul called underneath. Matthews cutting between 2 defenders, and the foul is going to be on one of the purple K-Hawks, and Matthews to the free throw line. 4.3 to go.
If I'm the coach tonight with Alton, I'd be very happy with this third quarter because they took the ball to the basket, the ball to the basket, the ball to the basket.
And they've outscored Collinsville in this quarter 10-4. Make it 11-4. Matthews with a free throw. And another one coming.
Smooth stroke.
Oh, yes. This one's too short. 3 seconds left. There's a steal by Elliott. He fires a 3, and it's off the rim. As the pass came to him right at the mid-court stripe, he wasn't ready for it, but fell right in his lap, and he missed the long 3 at the buzzer. But the Redbirds lead it after 3 quarters, 31-22 over Collinsville. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home,
With no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agency certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
Third quarter, Alton handled them, and then the second quarter they seemed to just go flat. So let's hope they keep up the tempo as they did in the third quarter.
Redbirds with a record of 4-4 on the year, and on the sideline, a turnover for the K-Hawks. The Redbirds continue their good defense. They allowed only 4 points in 8 minutes there in that third period.
Good pressure, and the kid just kind of backed up off the defense, like you said, and ended up stepping on the red, which is OB.
7:40 to go in the game now. We're in the fourth quarter. DeMarco Hodges back in to Bradley. Right elbow, good. Bradley up and in.
I'll take it, but I'll be nodding my head. Don't do that. Don't get used to that.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
11-point lead for the Redbirds now, 33-22. Near steal for the Redbirds again. Out high, here's Ash to Collins. Purple and white with the basketball, and they turn it over, throwing it to the wing. It goes to the Collinsville bench.
Yeah, I don't know if they're forcing the issue here or if they just simply lost the handle on their game, because their offensive set used to have some self-control, and now they just seem to just toss it out the window trying to press things.
Collinsville with quarters of 2, 16, and then 4. Tonight, 22 points. Redbirds with quarters of 6, 14, and 11. Fourth quarter now, DeMarco Hodges looking for Bradley. Keeps it high to Lumpkins. Now back to Hodges. DeMarco with the dribble, gives it up to Brandon Elliott. Now to Tony Bradley. The sophomore kicks it to Riddle Sprigger. Now the Redbirds with some patience here, and they can afford that with an 11-point lead.
Very good way to move the ball around. And right now, Collinsville's not pressuring them.
DeMarco Hodges dumps it to the corner. Elliott open, 3 off the rim. Rebound, Riddle Sprigger. And Collinsville may pick up the foul here on the rebound. Actually, it's going to be Riddle Sprigger, though, trying to get that one on the weak side.
And then just a note here that, I'm going to keep an eye on is that's 2 jumpers in a row that Alton's just taken, and they're going to shoot Collinsville back into the game if they go away from the layup.
33-22, Redbirds by 11 now. There's a steal. Brandon Elliott lost it, gives it up to Riddle Sprigger, and he traveled at the free throw line as he tried to make a move, and he carried the ball.
Licking his chops, and he had an easy layup with a teammate on his right-hand side.
2-on-1 there, but a travel, and back to the K-Hawks with 6:11 to go. Collinsville ball, fourth quarter. And believe it or not, they have 22 points, and that's it. Here's Fernandez, up and in as he drives to the middle of the lane.
Nice, hard drive to the lane. It's like he's trying to get himself on the free throw line as well, but that was a good, strong move.
9-point lead. Alton with the lead and the ball. DeMarco Hodges playing catch, and now into the backcourt it goes. Redbirds will pick it up over and back, and another turnover on Alton.
That's 3 consecutive turnovers in the row. Well, not turnovers, but there was a one and done on the jumpers, and then they just turned the ball over. So that's 3 times down with nothing coming away for Alton. They really need to tighten up and control the ball.
Well, the lowest output for the K-Hawks this year, 34 points when they lost to Edwardsville, 44-34, 10-point loss. So 34 in that ball game. Now we have a foul on the Redbirds at the free throw line. And it's going to be 7 team fouls. This one's on Lumpkins.
This is where we don't want to be, is where they're going to now start putting them on the free throw line and giving them those gimme shots. And if the free throw shooting looks pretty good on Collinsville, so they can close the margin with this.
7 for 11. It looks like for the K-Hawks. The only 4 misses have come from Fernandez. Ash hits it. He's 3 out of 3. He's up to 5 points in the game.
Just seems like he's until the game's over, I'm just thinking this kid's going to explode for a few more points.
He hits again, number 33, Austin Ash, with 6. And he makes it a 33-26 ball game, 7-point lead. And that's 4 points in a row for Collinsville after the Redbirds jumped up by 11 a moment ago. Here's Matthews with it, back to Riddlespringer. Now to Lumpkins on the right wing. Lumpkins kicks it to Brandon Elliott, to Tony Bradley. Now to Ryan Matthews as they play catch at the 3-point line. 5 minutes to go in the game. Matthews keeps it out high. Driving now, Ryan Matthews dumps it to Bradley, and it's a turnover. 2-on-1, K-Hawks the other way, but Riddlespringer steals it. He was the only man back, and he's on the fly to Bradley. Foul and 1. Bradley with a 3-point try on the feed from number 14 again.
Just unbelievable hustle right there for Riddlespringer as he just wheeled down there, just took the ball straight from the kid, never had to contest a shot, and then he got the transition going again. His speed is unbelievable.
Foul on Collins. Bradley in and out. Missed the free throw, but he got the bucket again. 35-26. Redbirds back up by 9. Big swing there. Instead of giving up an easy 2, you get a 2 at the other end, and there's 4:30 to go in the game. Ash to Collins. Now to Fernandez at the free throw line. Gives it to Austin Ash again. Top of the key. Has Lumpkins right in his lap with some defense. Collins, though, gets the baseline and lays it in.
Nice strong move. He went to the right and went hard, and he did not stop. Got right up under the basket and just pulled up for a nice strong layup.
35-28, 7-point game. Redbirds hanging on to that lead here. 4 minutes to go. Fourth quarter. We're midway through the fourth. Brandon Elliott has the basketball. Redbirds, Riddlespringer to Matthews. Now Bradley to Lumpkins. Back to Riddlespringer again. 3:40 to go in the game. 35-28. Redbirds with the lead and the basketball. Redbirds had 40 points in a loss to East St. Louis. That game was tied 40-40 when East St. Louis hit the 3 at the buzzer. Here's a 3 for the Redbirds, and it's good. That's Brandon Elliott. 3 ball at the top of the key.
That's a silky smooth left-hand jumper that kid has. And that was something big that they needed. Now they need a defensive stop and see if they can really break Collinsville down.
38-28. Big 3 ball makes it a 10-point game. Fernandez, offensive charge on the right block.
Now you're seeing the frustration settle in for Collinsville. And that was pretty much just a frustration move where he's not able to kind of take charge in the middle. And it showed right there.
3:02 to go in the game. The Redbirds up by 10, a double-digit lead. Matthews breaks the press to Bradley. Bradley missed it. Long rebound, though. The Redbirds still have it. There's Bradley again. Good! Bradley from Elliott for 2.
Inside play and the speed is starting to take back over, and now you see the game's up by 12.
40-28. Redbirds by a dozen. Collinsville ball. 2:35 to go in the game as the Redbirds try to make it 3-1 in the conference. Here's a dump down to Hales inside. Finger roll, good. A little baby hook there in the lane. It goes down for Hales, makes it 40-30. And the K-Hawks with a quick timeout, too. We'll see if they take a full timeout. They do, so we'll take a break, too. With 2:24 to go in the game, the Redbirds' lead is 10, 40-30. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
When you play sports like football, injuries are going to happen. That's why more area schools count on the Human Motion Institute's sports medicine pros to keep their athletes healthy and in the game. Our certified athletic trainers are part of the team, assessing and treating injuries right on the field. And if serious injury occurs, They're backed by an expert team of Alton Memorial Hospital surgeons and therapists. The Human Motion Institute at Alton Memorial Hospital. We're part of the team.
Toyota has more cars with an EPA highway estimate over 30 miles per gallon than any other car company on the road today. Camry, Matrix, Corolla, Yaris, Solara, and Prius. So no matter how high gas prices get, you can keep moving forward.
With Alton Redbirds boys basketball, Jeff Macklin and Brent Birkland back with you, and Redbirds lead it 40-30. They came into this quarter with a 9-point lead, and they've kept it between 7 and 10 now the last couple of minutes.
Early part of the quarter, it looks like they were going to allow Collinsville to get back into this. Now they're going back inside. If they just show a little patience now and just move the ball around and wait for the right opportunity to get a layup, they ought to walk away and take this game pretty easy.
Here's Riddle Sprigger, dumps to Bradley inside. Good! Bradley has 8 points here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, right on cue.
12-point lead and a turnover traveling on the K-Hawks. It goes right back to the Redbirds.
Fernandez is just totally out of it now. He's trying to make too much happen, and now his frustrations is starting to kick in, and that's 2 turnovers in a row for him. Now they're going to sit him down.
Well, Matthews with 9 points, Elliott with 8, but all of a sudden Bradley's your leading scorer with 10. He has 4 buckets here in the fourth quarter thanks to those guards penetrating and handing him the ball like they tried to do there, except the pass was low and between his legs out of bounds.
So this is also one of the times where the coach wants to kind of grip his team and make sure they don't run off the page, because they really can just milk this next 2 minutes and get this game and get out of here.
42-30. There's a charge in the lane. The Redbirds take another charge down low, and taking the charge is Tony Bradley.
That was strong. He stood his position. His feet were right, set in the right place, so it was actually a good call. Kid was out of control coming inside now. If he can just slow the team down and work this clock, Alton should do the easy thing, is just get right out of this one.
Double-digit lead, 12-point advantage here as Lumpkins gives to Matthews. Matthews to Elliott. It's tipped away from behind, though. The K-Hawks have the steal. Here's Shanahan with the basketball. It's poked away, and Elliott almost was headed the other way. Good hustle by Brandon.
Yeah, good hustle there. He did go after it and almost was in the third row going after the ball. Again, they just had another turnover. I think the clock's going to be on our side now and bring it down to 0 with the Knights' 12-point lead. They just need to slow it down and just cash this one in and take it.
42-30. The Redbirds up by a dozen. They won't play for 10 more days, as on the 29th, they'll start the Centralia Holiday Tournament, of course, as always. Redbirds will be off until then. Here's Ash with a miss, but a follow is good. Brady Hales makes it a 10-point game. He's got 8 points all of a sudden. Timeout K-Hawks with 1:23 to go. We'll take another break here at Alton High. It's the Redbirds still by 10 points, 42-32. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Business owners all around the River Bend have been turning to Chuck West Agency for over 46 years for help with employee benefits, retirement planning, and life insurance solutions. Retirement planning is one of the most crucial concerns for business owners and employees, so let Chuck West Agency help you find sound, innovative ways to meet these challenges. Give Chuck West a call at 618-462-6880 or email info@chuckwestagency.com.
Back with you here with just 1:23 to go, Jeff.
Well, the key to this one is what we talked about at the beginning of the program, and that was free throws. And Alton's done an outstanding job on the free throw line tonight.
10 for 15.
That margin right there is is very good, and that's what really helped us score out tonight.
66%, if my math is correct. 10 for 15.
I'm going to trust you on that one.
1:15 to go as the Redbirds have it. Riddlespringer inside to Bradley. He was waiting for a rebound instead of a pass, but out of bounds off of the K-Hawks. It's still Redbirds basketball. Timeout, Lane Bennett. The Redbirds would like a timeout with 1:10 to go. And we'll take a quick break once again with the Redbirds still leading 42-32. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
St. Anthony's Health Center, located in Alton, is serving the Riverbend area with quality patient care and comfort through comprehensive outpatient rehabilitative therapy services, advanced diagnostic technology, and emergency services, while also providing community education classes that benefit those of all ages. All brought to you by St. Anthony's Health Center's dedicated and caring health professionals.
Friday night doubleheader. Stay tuned. We have the Oilers and the Explorers coming up from Wood River. Tonight, though, the Redbirds with a lead on the K-Hawks, 42-32. It's Alton ball, too.
Nice balanced game. You have to give the coach credit. They've worked on something to improve their free throw shooting.
Ryan Matthews with it, out to Brandon Elliott now. 1:05 to go in the game. Redbirds by 10 points, and there's a timeout for Alton again, as Riddlespringer looked like he was stuck there in the center circle, so Coach Lane Bennett says, let's take another 30-second timeout.
Well, not a bad move when it looks like he was falling back on his heels and about to get trapped up. And with 1 minute left, they're either going to pressure the ball hard or put Alton on the free throw line and make them prove that they're really that good tonight, shooting in the high 60s on their free throws.
Redbirds again led by Bradley tonight. 10 points, 9 for Matthews, 8 for Elliott, 6 for Riddlespringer, 5 for Lumpkins, 4 for McDouglar. So they are balanced again between 4 and 10 points for those 6 scorers tonight.
I'll take that all day long as a coach.
Oh, yeah. 1 minute to go in the game as a foul here in the corner. Looks like Bradley's going to go to the line. Shanahan with a foul.
Well, let's see if these guys can step up. With a 10-point lead, hopefully there's no pressure that they feel, and they can step up and just knock them down, and then the coach will cut the fouls out and let this clock get down to 0.
Well, Matthews leading the way, 5 for 6 from the line. McDouglar 4 for 4. Bradley 0 for 1 as he tried to complete a three-point play earlier, but he hits one here. So this big fourth quarter continues for Bradley, the sophomore, with 9 in the quarter.
Nice game he's put together tonight.
And 2 for 2 to make it 44-32. 13 points for Alton here in the fourth quarter. He has 10 of the 13.
Just went up to a little bit of size on the floor now to just give them a nice defensive look so they can just look big on the floor to these guys.
55 seconds left. The lead is 12, 44-32 now. K-Hawks basketball. Fernandez with an easy layup. Timeout Collinsville. Making it a 10-point game again as Fernandez broke loose underneath. 44-34.
Ash had a nice spin move right to the free throw line. Pulled up a fake jumper and dumped it in to Fernandez.
46 seconds left. 44-34 now. Redbirds, a record of 4-4 coming in, but they're just 46 seconds away from moving over the 500 mark again at 5-4. And we mentioned they'll play in the 66th annual Centralia Holiday Tournament. They'll start it against Salem, Illinois, coming up on December the 29th. That'll be a 2 o'clock game in the afternoon. You'll hear all of the Alton games from Centralia right here on Z1570 again from the 29th through the 31st, New Year's Eve. Redbirds ball. They need to go the length of the floor here. And some pressure, but a long pass. McDouglar breaking free. He'll lay it up and lay it in. Levon McDouglar for 2.
Man, that's a backbreaker when you allow somebody to get behind your entire defense for the bomb.
Long pass there, and it was good. Three ball, no good. Now the Redbirds with a steal. Riddle Springer fouled. Otherwise, a 3-on-1 there, and he was streaking free once again, but he's going to go to the free throw line.
Once again, he can move the ball, and once he grabs it, he's off. And, boy, these other kids are filling the lane so nice, so he's got those options both left and right side, and you have to respect that.
Free throw, good. Riddle Springer now at 7 points in the game.
You think the coach is going to go home and say, was I dreaming? Or am I getting ready to start dreaming?
What's up with those free throws? Yeah. Free throw goes in, 2 for 2. Make it 14 out of 19 in the game.
That's when you can call it the charity stripe.
$19 free throws for the Redbirds. There's a steal. Here's Riddle Springer again. Missed the layup. The follow is good by Lumpkins, though. He tips it in. 50-34. The Redbirds by 16. Collinsville inside. Missed the shot. Matthews will hold it. 8 seconds left. Matthews will dribble out the last 5 seconds. And the Redbirds, with 50 points on the board, they win it. 50-34 over the Collinsville K-Hawks. Back with a postgame in a moment. Redbirds beat Collinsville tonight. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Alton Toyota. Toyota makes the car. Munganast makes the difference. Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. The Medicine Shop in Wood River, caring beyond prescriptions. Lisa Funk, the Riverbend's top producing broker year after year. And by Chuck West Agency, helping business owners for 46 years.